Welcome to Excel Chapter 4, Pause and Practice Excel 4-1. This is Chapter 4, Pause and Practice 4-1. So click on this and it takes you to the instructions page. And when you click on this, it should download an Excel file, Perfect Rentals 04, which I have downloaded here. I'm going to double click and start the file here. And it opens up the Excel file. Now I'm going to resize the window so we'll be able to have both the instructions and the Excel file so everybody is able to see both. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure that it is available here. You can just move it around like that slowly, or resize. Click and resize. Now that it's resized, you can either change it a little bit or make it a little halfway through here. Okay. Now let's go on to our exercise. So first of all, make sure that it is editable. So if your file says on the Excel, enable editing, click on enable editing, make sure that the file is editable. Okay. And then let's move it once again to make sure that half and half, we have half of the instructions and half of the file. Okay, so I'm just going to resize it. You can do that any way you want. I'm just going to make sure that all these are viewable. Okay, now let's go on to the exercise. Click on the rental sheet tab. There are several sheets at the bottom. If you see, we have to click on the rentals, which is here. This is the rental sheet, and then it says format data as an Excel table. So let's click on A5. You can either type A5 here, A5. And then click on format as a table. From the home tab, you can see the format as a table, and it asks you to select the white table style light 1, the first row, which is here, white table style light 1. Click on that. It automatically selects the whole table by default. Click on that. Now it has formatted this whole data as a table. Okay, right. Next, let's go on. So that's the first one. When you are doing that, make sure my table has headers are done. Let me just do it once again for you. See, this is here. Keep it on A5. Click on Home tab. Click on Format as Table. Click on this. When you click this, you have to make sure that this My Table has headers is selected. Okay, so it will take the first column or the first row as the headers. Okay, make sure that this is selected. If it is not selected, you have to select it like that. Okay, select it and then click OK. So now this table has been, this data has been converted into an Excel table with this, the first one as the first row as the headers. Okay, so that's the end of task 2. Now we go to task 4. Task 4, add a total row to the column. Now if you see, all these numbers are here and we want to add a total row. You can create it directly with one click. So select A5. So let's go back to A5, which is here, the first row. Click A5 and then select the total row in the table design. The table design, let me just maximize it for you. In the table design, you have to click on the total row box. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Click on this and then select the total row. You see this total row here? Click on this. Now what will happen is it will create a total row here on A31 and add up these numbers automatically. Let's see if it does that. Okay, see, when you click on this total row, see what happens. It creates a total column and adds up all the numbers. That's what total row does in the table design. Okay, now let's go back to our next. Okay, so now we have created a total row and it has summed up all the F column, which is this, in B31. It automatically creates a total row. Next, let's go to the next task, which is 5. So removing duplicate data from the table. If you see here, let's take for example A14 has forest view, And here again, A16 has Forest View Suite again. A15 has Our Weekend Cottage, and A17 has Our Weekend. There are duplicate entries. If you want to remove duplicate entries, all you have to do is make sure, once again, go back to the beginning of thing A5, the table, and then click on duplicates. So table design, and then here if you see it says remove duplicates, click on that. When you click on that, see, now you just want to find out what, based on what your filter. Okay, so unselect all of them. The only two that you need to select is based on the rental name and location. Only these two should be selected. Okay, so now click this, because other numbers, for example, other numbers have duplicates too, but you don't want to remove them. For example, here it says 2 bags, 2 bags, 2 bags here. You don't want to remove them. Only the names and the location, if there are duplicates, you want it to be removed. Okay, so rental name and location. So click on that, click OK. See, it will automatically tell you there were 2 duplicate values removed. 24 unique values remain. Okay, so if you see now, there's only one Our Weekend Cottage and one of them. Okay, so it removes the duplicate ones. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now set the width column F to 12. Now there's a column, select the F column. Now you have to change the width. All you have to do is, let me maximize it to show you. So we are setting the column width in the F column to 12. So let's go to Home tab, Format Cells. You will see column width. In that you have to set it to 12. And then click OK. It automatically changes the whole width to 12. Okay, let's move on. Okay, the next task 6 is conditional formatting. What do you mean by conditional formatting? Based on a condition, we are going to sort the values. Okay, let's select F5 to F28. It says select cell. So all you have to do is click on F5 and then select it. You can use shift and down arrow key, or you can click and drag on your mouse. Anyway is fine. Okay, so we are selecting only up to F28. We are not adding the total column. Okay, next we go to conditional formatting, and then we click on conditional formatting. We click on data bars and we select the orange data bar. So let's go to conditional formatting, which is here. Conditional formatting, data bars, and we are selecting the orange data bar. There you go. Okay, the gradient fill group, select the orange data bar according to the instructions. Click on this. See, now it has created like a graph, a bar graph, data bars based on the numbers. Okay, right, that's task 6. Now we go to task 7, manage conditional formatting rules. Okay, so now we are going to add a rule, or we're going to manage the rules. Okay, so once again, we are going to select from F5 to F28. We are reading from 7A, task 7A. You can either you can click and drag with your mouse, or you could shift and arrow keys. Okay, so we are selecting F5 to F28, and then we click on conditional formatting again, but this time we're going to click on task 7B, says manage rules, and then click on edit rule. You see this edit rule here? Click on edit rule. You see the edit rule, and after edit rule, click on the color arrow fill. Here, color fill, color arrow. Click on this, and then select gold accent 4, like so. 8th column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th row, and 3rd. Here you go. This is gold accent 4, lighter 60%. We select that here, and then we go to the border color, and we select gold accent 4, 40%. So we go to the border color, and we go to the gold accent for 40%. This is 40%, and then we click OK. And then another OK. See, this one creates, see, the data bars will have a border and the color has changed. If you see, there are borders and the color has changed. That is task 7. Now we go to task 8. Use structured reference formula G5 to select the formula. Okay, now we are going to select G5. So G5 is here. Click on G5. And then we are going to type the formula here. You can either type it here or here. Anywhere is fine. So we select equal to, and then we type, we select F5. There we go. F5. And then the next one, 8C says times 225. So we're going to type times, we're going to type here times 225. Times 225. And we're going to hit enter. There we go. Okay. Now this value does not show up and there is an error. Let's see what is the error. Error in value. Let's set the error. Okay. Okay. The problem was table 2. So there was an error. You just have to correct it. There you go. Let's do it again. I'm going to undo it and try it again. So if you make a mistake, it's okay to undo it. Okay. I'm going to undo it here. I'm just going to delete the whole formula. So we're going to redo the whole thing again. Okay. So we are here in column and we type equal to, select F5. We are following task 8. Okay. Select G5 and type equal to, select F5 and then number of days, and then we're going to type times 225. 225. Okay. Now it calculates the number, each of these numbers times 225. Okay. On the top in G4, we are going to type, it says column here. We are going to type a customized name, average $225. Average $225. Enter. Okay. Right. Now, because this, if you see this text is too big, we're going to wrap text, meaning we are going to make the width broader so it will show up the whole. So let's just go to wrap text is in home, alignment group, you see wrap text. So you click that, it automatically fixes the word in that column. Okay, according to that size. That's the end of task 8. Next we go to task 9. Task 9, select G5 to G28. Now we are in G5. We are going to select from G5 to G28. Now the total we're going to select until G28. Okay, and we're going to convert it into a currency type. So for that you go to home, you go to number, and then you convert this into currency. And currency will automatically assign 2 decimals. And because it says select and convert, format them as currency with no decimal places, we are going to take off the 2 decimals. When you click this twice, it automatically converts it into 0 decimal place or no decimals. Okay, right, that's 9A. 9B, select G29, which is here. We're going to find the sum now. Okay, from the drop down list, just select sum. Okay, see, it automatically calculates the whole total of that column. Okay, that's the end of 9B. Now we go to 9C. Select G5. So we go to G5, cell G5, and then we select banded rows in the table design column. Click on table design menu, and if you maximize it, you will see a banded row box. See, you see this banded rows. So click on this banded rows, make sure it is selected. See, it will automatically make it banded rows. Okay, so that's what we did. Now let's go back to the next one. Select, we are in task 9B, select cells G5 to G28. So we are here from G5 and we're going to drag it, select up to G28. Okay, now we apply all borders. I hope you know how to do that. We click on home, we click on font, and then we go to borders, and then we click on all borders. So what it does is it creates a black color border for the whole table. Okay, so we created all borders. Next, we select A1 to G2. A1 is here. A1 to G2, that is here. A1 to G2, and then we click on alignment launcher. If you see alignment launcher, there is a launcher here. This is called alignment launcher. Click on this. It launches the alignment launcher. Now we choose from the horizontal drop down menu, we select center across selection. What it will do is it will actually center this word to the selection. Now it is not centered from A to G. It will do that. Let's just here. Launcher and then center across selection. Okay, and then apply the bottom border. Click on border. Apply the bottom border. If you see this, this is the bottom border. Yeah, see this top border, center border, bottom border. Okay, this is across, right, center, left, vertical. This is horizontally. We do this. See, now you see a border here. Just click on that. See, it automatically gives you a border. See at the bottom of this, and it centers it from A to G. That's the end of task 9 now. Task 10, sort data in the table. Click on auto filter arrow in the location. Let's go to the location tab here. Okay, and then click on auto filter. Okay, now auto filter, you can either select it from here or you could there you go. You can go on to this is called the sort and filter. If you see, there's an auto filter form. There are several forms. There's like sort A to Z, sort A to Z, reverse filter. So we're going to use one of those filters now. So let's take a look. It says sort A to Z. Okay, so click on the location. Okay, and then click on filters A to Z. Here you have a filter sort A to Z. It automatically sorts all the tasks based on location. See, Bardstown, Bass Lake, and then you have C. It's according to the alphabetical order. Okay, select A1. That's the end of task 10. Task 11, we're going to sort multiple columns. So select sort and filter sheet. So now we are on rental sheet. We got to go to sort and filter sheet. Okay, this is sort and filter sheet. And then select A5. We are here on A5. And then click sort. Click on data tab. And then you have a sort button. Okay, sort and filter. Okay, click on sort. Sort. There is a sort button. Click on sort. Now you will get a sub menu in which in the sort by you go and select state, and then in the sort on choice cell values, and then confirm the order A to Z. So sort on should have cell values and order should be A to Z. Confirm it. Now it actually sorts based on the state. Okay, that's the end of task 11D. 11. Okay. Next we go to add level up then by row. Okay, click add level. Let's go to, once again we are on A5, and then you go to data. We go to sort and filter. You click on sort. Okay, now we add a level now. That's the next step. First we sorted by state. Now we're going to add a level. So here 11F says click on add level. So click add level, and then by arrow select bedrooms. Then by click on this by bedrooms, and then sort on choice cell values, and then from change the order. The order if this is by default it says smallest to largest. Now we are going to go from largest to smallest, because the instruction says change the order to largest to smallest. Add one more level up. You can add one more level. Click on add level, and then we do by baths. Okay. We are on task 11K. So we select then by baths, and then sort on will be on cell values, and then order, again we're going to change it from largest to smallest. Click OK. Now it does all the sorting as per first by state, then by bedrooms, then by baths. Okay, and then click on A1. Save your file. This is pause and practice 4-1. Okay, so save the file as your initials 4-1 and submit it in the Dropbox. Thank you.